Okay. We are now live. Just have to make this thing go public, and we should be good to go. All right. Looks like we are live and good. I'm going to head over to Chessable because what we're doing for today is a bit of the Woodpecker method. A lot of you guys asked me how far I was getting through this, and to be honest, I hadn't done all that much progress on it. But we're back now today, and we're going to do some solving. So basically, the way this is going to work is you guys can say your suggestions. I'll take a look at them after I think I've got my solution, and then we'll talk about it between every single puzzle. Of course, no one's watching at the moment, so no one can hear that, but that's what we're going to do. So, starting with this exercise, let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, also, I'll probably have a little bit of silent time before every puzzle, so I can have a bit of time to figure it out. But we'll see with this one. Okay, what are we doing? Bishop takes on h7, king takes, rook h3. Looks quite interesting. No king g6 because queen h5 is mate. King goes back to g8, which is already the only legal move. Then I have queen h5, and then he's got to go f6 basically. f6, and then what? Yeah. Maybe I just go for bishop takes on a3, queen takes on a3, queen check, king f7, and I collect material with taking the rook. Seems like a winning position to me. Okay, let's do it. Bishop takes, rook check, threaten the mate, attack the queen, and check, take the rook. Nice. Good start. Block with the knight. Okay. So what now? Looks like a potential for this kind of stuff. Just kind of sacrifice over here. Definitely interests me. Takes it. I don't see any checks, which would be any good. Any checks, I just meet with a queen capture. Also, YouTube chat's not online yet, so that might take a little while. Rook takes, king takes. Queen takes on h2. And what then? Yeah, it doesn't seem super obvious. It doesn't seem super obvious. Hold on. Rook takes, king takes. Check. King f1. Check. King here, check. King here, king runs away. Bit annoying. Oops. Okay, is there a way to go after this queen? I mean, we already have a material advantage as well. Maybe I should just maintain it with something like bishop f4, but that doesn't seem like much of a puzzle. Okay, YouTube chat's now connected. So I can now see anyone's messages as well. What about this? Because I think immediately white is threatening to go rook takes on d4. But if I just exchange off the rook, then I should just have a winning position, yeah? Be right back. Okay, that's a bit much information, but see you when you come back. What's this? Takes, 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 here. I just don't see why I'm in any trouble here. This just looks good, right? Rook takes d4 is the big threat, so yeah. Okay, bishop e3. Oh. These special puzzles? This might be a solution in Woodpecker method too. Okay. Yeah, these are kind of special puzzles. These are puzzles from the Woodpecker method, which is a book. So these have been selected from World Championship games, and basically we're just solving through the intermediate exercise at the moment. Oh yeah, bishop e3 is very nice though. Bishop e3 is very nice. What do I think the most important factor in rapid chess is? Probably, your ability to come up with plans. So like middle game knowledge, I would say. I would have said calculation, but I think that's number one in classical, probably not rapid. Yeah, bishop e3 is very nice. I looked at it for like half a second and then discounted it way too quick. Bro, you got bishop e3? Nice. Nicely done. Okay, check, check, and oh, it's mate one. Saw a different mate. You've got some good chessable courses? Which ones you got? Let's take another look at what was going on there after rook c1. What was this? Rook here, takes. Knight e5, this is what we looked at. And queen e6. Okay, this was my line. I didn't go far enough. Didn't go far enough. What about this though? Oh, this king f1. Okay, that's nice. Cool. Rook h2. Yep, looks like it. Okay, h2 is a nice little deflection tactic. Absolutely. It's just winning a pawn. What's important is that at the end of the line as well, when it attacks, whoops, not that, when it attacks and defends this this pawn here as well, which is quite nice. Take this. Okay. Ooh, buddy, is this a queen b5? You've had to reassess your chess. I have heard very good things about that. Is this a queen b5? Yeah. Queen b5 and knight f6 takes the king and the escape square. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And the problem here is that if they go here, if they block with, say, the knight like this, knight f6 is mate. If they go here, if they block with the queen, knight f6 is mate. If they go here, they block with the knight, you take the queen. And then after they take back with the knight, they're in trouble. If they take this way, then I guess actually not super obvious then, yeah. So this is the critical line. It's the critical line. Maybe we have, what do we have? Somehow they're okay. Takes, pawn takes, knight d6. I mean, I'm winning all your pawns, I guess. I'm winning your b pawn. So yeah, that position is just much better. And the rook's coming to the center still, and they're in big trouble. Okay, let's just play it. So they go for this line. I think this, oh, okay. Rook f e1. I got lazy, I guess. I got lazy. Knight f6, queen f6, rook e1, bishop e7, rook e7. King f8, queen b4 also wins. Ah. Oops. So yeah, I guess that what I did was just better rather than completely winning. Let's see. Yeah, it's still winning, but it's not completely winning. This was my line, the lazy line. The line where you bail out at a pawn up. Something like this, rook e1, and then knight back to d6. But yeah. You've had to reassess your chess and the Woodpecker method, fundamental endgame book, and art of practical play. Wow. There's a lot of books, my friend. I do not have that many books. I have basically only got this course, a few other courses, like 1 or 2 openings courses, and of course Dvoretsky, my boy. I've been working through Dvoretsky for like a year, and I'm still not even a third of the way through. Although I've not been going from just page to page. The way I'll do it is I'll like, if I get an endgame that I feel confused about, I'll just do some puzzles from, some exercises from that style of endgame. So if I get like a knight and bishop versus 2 knights, for example, I'll just go do those ones for a little bit. So it's a bit sporadic the way I do it. You also bought Visualization by Azel Chua. I don't know anything about that book, but there's definitely some interesting recommendations. Okay. Let's go in here. Is it this or something? Something like this? Okay, here. Forcing move here, here. Attacks the queen. Here, queen takes. I mean, this just looks crushing, right? This just looks crushing. Rook h6. Yeah, rook h6 just looks game over. You have a tournament in 4 days. What should you do? Probably just solve some puzzles. Don't solve too many. Don't like burn yourself out a lot. Honestly, I wouldn't do too much. Don't do like opening cramming. That won't go very well. You can prepare for a specific opponent if you like. So like if you know your field and you know that there's one or two really good players, you can do a bit of prep for them. That can go quite well. But other than that, it's very, very soon. So you're unlikely to make any big changes. Just make sure you're sharp. I've done some warm-up puzzles and stuff like that. And maybe play 1 or 2 rapid games as well in the days leading up. But yeah, just good luck, really. Rook h6. Here. Knight f6. This has to just be it, right? Idea is that if takes king here, I take here, and you can't stop the lobster. Because there's nothing can go to g4. Okay. Knight f6. Okay, alternative. Alternative, so it's not right. Bishop f6. Takes. Man, maybe you just can't stop this, actually. Maybe you just can't stop it. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. That's pretty cool. What is this? What is this? Rook takes it? Rook takes it! Ooh, buddy! That's pretty nice. Queen takes. Wins a piece. Rook takes it if you take with bishop. Then I take your free queen. And rook takes it. If rook takes it, then I take your queen again. Yeah. Take it. Okay, this looks pretty good. Here. You have an idea for me? For me? What do you mean? Like, just for this puzzle, or more generally speaking? I want to play this. I do want to play this. Takes. But it just doesn't seem like it goes anywhere. What about queen b5? Content? Okay, go on. This one's not immediately jumping out at me. Okay, wait, maybe it's something with here, rook g6. And then, just taking it with the bishop. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I think it is. It's here, rook g6. And then, rook takes. No. Just take it. Like this. I know, I just win back the piece. What am I talking about? I just win back the material. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, fine. And, okay, what if they just take my queen? I take your queen with jack, and then I'm also winning material here. So if I go here, they obviously can't do this one. That's the main idea. And then, what if the king moves, like g7? Then I go check here, 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 check here, dovetail. Boom. That's pretty nice. Drawing a whole maze with these arrows. Go on, J. You want me to be called J, I think? Yeah, go on, J. What you got? Let's go here. Oh, okay, they just do this. Fine. And take it? Okay. Okay. Check. You've seen people below 1800 FIDE struggle to make an opening repertoire and prepare against opponents. Make a series or YouTube video how to solve it. I mean, how to make an opening repertoire is quite a big topic. Oh, you mean like how to do it or give them an opening repertoire? Because there's a big difference there. I think I've done videos on how to make an opening repertoire from scratch. And the main method is basically just you need to play a lot of blitz games. I have to buy a coach for it, and there is no video helping this problem. Yeah, that's generally how it works. Like the more advanced stuff, you might need a coach. Attract viewers. I don't know. I mean, if you're asking for a full opening repertoire, that's like a huge amount of unpaid work. And I mean, I've done like tasters, I guess, here and there for like, I don't know, like the anti-Sicilian stuff like that. But honestly, the best way to actually get an opening repertoire that you're going to remember is just to play a lot of games and incrementally get it, build it up, build your own file up with the Lichess database, make your own study and stuff like that. You can do it pretty easily from scratch. You have to pay $30 an hour for opening only? What are you talking about? You don't have to pay anything. Okay, this check, the king has to go here. And then I take with a check, and then I go here, and then I give a check, and then the king goes here or here, and then I take the knight with a check, and then I take everything with a check, and then you cry. Then you cry. Here, 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 and then here. Let me just check. Is the YouTube is live? The YouTube is live. We've got 4 viewers. It's a bit of a rip. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to do particularly well, but 4 viewers is a little rough for the stream. Let's see, how's the Twitch going? Let me get the Twitch up. Twitch is currently sitting at a cool 0. Fantastic. Okay. Let's go back to the solving. Was it here? Makes a threat. C5. Okay, take here. No. Here's C5. And then is it just B4? This looks really good. That's the question, how to use the database and prepare, how to really get the method. Well, the best way to prepare is just put moves in on the database that you think would be good. So you try and play the other side of the position, right? So if you've got black, for example, play the top moves from the database, and then with white, basically, when you're trying to make a repertoire, you should really be trying to play the other side of the position. So if you're trying to build a black repertoire, play white. What I mean by this is you use the top recommendations on the opening database from the black side, and then you try and come up with what you think the most annoying moves for white are, and really think about the position, right? Don't just have the opening database turned on while you're doing this. So you have the opening database turned off, you try and come up with your move with white, you put your move on the board, you turn on the opening database, have a brief think about what you think the top move is, and then you get the top move for black. And then eventually, if you do that enough, then you're going to fill out your whole opening database with all of the human moves that will actually get played at the board, rather than necessarily the top GM moves. So you'll get the club moves down, which is what you probably need, more than the gem moves. Okay, queen c3. Queen c3 looks really good. c5, b4. I don't see a defense. I simply don't see a defense. Yep. Okay. Check, some rook sack, some knight sack, then mate. Okay, check. This is e6 is covered, so no bishop e6. Rook f7. I mean, rook f7, I can just take it and play d7 anyway. Or just d7 immediately, which just wins. So king has to move, and then I mate you with knight g6. And this rook move, so looks like it just wins. Nice. Here. Knight take. Oh, is it something like this? This is pretty nasty. What? One day we will make it up, and I will be with you, and the day will surely come. I don't know. You seem to be rambling a little bit. Are you saying that like one day we'll make it to the top? I mean, I think that's unlikely for me. Maybe you can do it. Don't know how old you are, but whoops, didn't mean to shake everything. But yeah, good luck. Hello, is this your first time solving these puzzles? Yes, this is my first run through of the Woodpecker method. We're up to puzzle 395. We'll have more than 10,000 viewers and you can retire? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is my first run through, so they'll definitely be taking longer than most people probably would. So bishop takes, knight takes, rook check, king takes, here, that's mate. Bishop takes, you take my queen, check, here, mate. Bishop takes, queen takes is just a free queen. It's got to be the bishop takes, yeah? Check, mate. Nice. Lovely. Take, chuck, block. What is going on? Is this something? No, it is not. It's gotta be rook c3. Like, rook c3 is just the natural move. Yeah, when I have 10,000, I will give you a shout out. Sure. I'd do it. Jet also looking at rook c3. Yeah. It's the most obvious move. It's screaming out at you. For sure. But the follow-up's not super clear. Check. Rook just blocks it. Just play it off your instincts? No, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Trying to find a follow-up. Here. Is that queen b1 maybe? It doesn't make any sense. Exchange the queens. King takes rook a2, king d3. No, rook c2. It's all clear. It's all very clear to me now. It's all very clear to me now. Yes. El Kramnik. Okay, takes. Oh, wait, is it this? Check and no, that doesn't work. Hold on. I was gonna say check, rook goes back, and like queen a3. Takes, queen d1. Queen c3. King f2, bishop h4, g3. No. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. You use the instinct to find the candidates and then calculate to be precise, yeah. Okay. Take. There's no other good moves, though. That's the thing. Unless queen, it's like queen g6 or something stupid. But queen g6 is just a slow move. What's good, Harsh? You don't see another candidate? Yeah. Somehow, this bishop's a loose piece, by the way. So I was looking at like weird ways to attack it. Oh wait, hold on. Is the bishop trapped? The bishop's trapped. Maybe. Kinda trapped. Yeah, but I'm thinking about like bishop e7, like f6, rook a7. Some way to trap the bishop. And then get like a better pawn structure. But this doesn't seem right. You're right. Oh, it's knight c5. It's knight c5. Did I buy this course? Yeah. Knight c5 because pawn takes it, then the bishop opens up on the knight. Yeah, knight c5 is nice. Okay. And then, wait, I didn't actually calculate this. I guess you take with the queen. You take with the queen, right? Because if I take with the bishop... Actually, I take with the queen or the bishop. It doesn't really matter. I think? Yeah, I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, knight c5 is cruel. Knight c5 is nice. Okay. Oh, buddy. Bishop h6 came to me in a dream. That is dirty. Bishop h6. Knight f6. And then I'm just threatening to capture all of your stuff and just win. What's the defense? Here, no defense. What's my opinion on the alien gambit? I don't think it's very good. I'd probably lose to it, but That's because one, I don't play the Caro-Kann, and two, I've never actually analyzed it. I know he's got his whole chessable course on it, and probably it's a lot of fun for Blitz and Bullet, but I would not touch it in a classical game for sure. I'm not interested in having a losing opening immediately. How many puzzles from the intermediate section of the book should you solve daily? I don't know, as many as you want. As many as you want. I'm not gonna prescribe you something. I would say like half an hour to an hour of tactics / calculations is probably optimal. If you do a lot more, then you'll sort of just start to fog out and then not be able to calculate properly. If you do less, then maybe you're not doing as much as you could. His chessable course has 319 lines, pretty impressive. Yeah, I mean he's definitely prepared it super well. Like I'm saying, he would crush me in it, I'm sure. I wouldn't touch it though. I wouldn't play it myself unless I invested a significant amount of time studying it, which I mean, don't take it from me, but if you've spent hours and hours studying the Alien Gambit, there's definitely some better ways you could have spent your time. Is it okay to ask if I have FIDE ELO for classical chess? Yeah, for sure. I am 2000 FIDE basically. I'm 1980 something. And for ECF, which is the English Chess Federation one, I'm like 2130. Those are my classical ratings. I think ECF one's a little bit closer because most tournaments are ECF rated but not FIDE rated. But I've done 2 FIDE rated tournaments this summer, which went pretty well. I got 40 points in each of them, so I'm quite happy with that. You solve 20 daily vanilla an hour. That is intense. I'm not that consistent, I don't think, with my chess work. At least not in terms of like studying and stuff. I play a lot of Blitz. Play a lot of Blitz. You only play in Bullet because it gets you excited, not because you want to win. It helps you improve your attacking. You're 1710 FIDE. Nice. Hey Sodium. Hey Sodium. How's it going? You'd like to play your first chess tournament sometime next year. Good luck with that. That will definitely be a lot of fun. I mean, don't set your expectations too high for your first over the board tournament. It's gonna be pretty nuts. Yeah, Bishop H6 I think is the move. Yeah, I wouldn't set your expectations too high for your first over the board tournament, especially if you don't have a lot of experience in general over the board. Because when I did my first over the board tournament, I was about 1800 online, I think. But that did not translate very well. My vision wasn't working yet over the board. And I went half a point out of 5 in my first tournament, which was not a fun start. But you know, I came back for another beating. I just took it and you know, kept losing my way to the top, I guess. I'm not quite at the top, but losing my way upwards. You don't have a FIDE rating, but you'll join a 10-day tournament in January. Holy cow, a 10-day tournament, that's a big investment. Well, I hope you enjoy that. Hoping to gain 50 ELO. I wouldn't set ELO like goals that much, but you know, if you want to, then that's your business, I guess. Why is Bishop H6 good? The idea is we're simply attacking a pawn. You can't take my knight because there's a checkmate threat. And if you take it, then there's knight F6 and there's a fork. So I'm literally just saying I'm going to take your pawn. So I'm getting a free pawn. We just exchange a bunch of stuff and then take a pawn. Okay. What's going on? What is going on here? Some H6 goes knight E6, but then I take it, so that's one idea. So H6 knight F3. H6 knight F3, I don't see a whole lot. Okay, how about H6 knight F3, rook F7, queen here. It looks decent, but it's not impressive. Thanks for the advice, no problem. Check. No. Well, h5. h5 looks pretty good. Queen looks uncomfortable. Yeah, but I don't see a forcing move on it. It's just kind of vibing. Oh, wait, can I just sack the knight? Get a bunch of pawns? I'm already 2 rooks for the queen, so it should be a win, yeah? Just knight takes f5. This course paid? Yeah. I had to buy. I think it cost like $30. I got it on a sale or something. Yeah. Here. Takes, knight here, rook here. Queen e3, I exchange everything and I win the king and pawn ending. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Oh, I missed that move. Okay, can't I just take it though? It's still good for me. Or do I go rook f7? Yeah, $30 is pretty good for chess, of course. Rook f7, queen c5, knight here, and I take it? Why do I not just have rook f7? Okay. This maybe no, doesn't make sense. You see a dirty move? What, f4? Oh, is it queen takes rook takes check king h7 and rook this? And you can't stop mate? That is pretty filthy, if that's what you were looking at. That's pretty filthy. Is that your idea? Yeah. I like that. Yeah. And it matters the rook, so you can't do the block. That's nice. Okay, yeah, this one just looks like it's a free pawn. Free pawn? I mean, it's a free pawn. It's a free pawn. Or just take it with the rook, I guess. You'll be back, give you a moment? Yeah, for sure. Okay, which rook do I sack on e6? It's got to be one of them. Oh, it's all of them. Sack all the rooks on e6 and then play knight c7 maybe. Looks pretty juicy. Looks pretty juicy. Here. Rook c7 then. And you just toast. You just toast. Queen d6. At the very least, I'm eating all your pawns, so that can't be good. I like these puzzles don't all just go for mate or winning huge material, but sometimes just a pawn. Yeah, I mean, it's true to the games as well. Like, a really nice central pawn is game ending in most classical games. Like, a really good central pawn that ruins your opponent's structure often just ends the game effectively. This looks like I gotta sack all my rooks on e6 though, and then knight c7. But let's see, they go here. They're all from these are all from real games. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Check. Maybe rook c7 immediately. Yeah, rook c7 immediately. Then queen f5. So maybe check, king g8, rook e7, queen d6. Then queen f7's mate. And yeah, you can't play queen d5 because queen takes d5. Yeah, this just wins, I think. Okay, neither move matters. They just take with one of them, and then you win the queen, I guess. Nice. What's going on here? Here, and then rook e7. Whoa, buddy! That's filthy. Absolutely filthy. So here, knight So bishop g6, knight g6, rook e7, queen e7, queen g6, king h8, queen h6, queen h7, queen f8, queen g8, knight g6, king h7. How many run-throughs am I planning to do? Probably, I don't know. I kind of want to do it for the day, for the one where I get it down to a day. But we'll see. That might be a long way away. We'll see. Okay. I think it's bishop g6 and rook e7. Oh. Rip. Rip. Rook e7, queen e7. I thought this won. No, it's just a draw. Well, I think g5 is a good try against knight f3. No. I do not. Queen h6, king g8. Ah, I looked at queen h7. Yeah, queen g7. Whoa, that's nice. So it's immediate knight g6. And then rook e7. Ah, it was so close. It was just a move order thing. I didn't calculate it enough. What about rook e7? Queen f6. I can also just take it. The rook. Why not just take the rook? Okay. Ah, rook e7, rook e7, rook b2. What am I talking about? Rook b2. Yeah, rook b2, rook takes queen d1. It's mate. Rook b2, queen takes, take it, and we win a queen. Okay, queen h3, rook h2. Queen h3, rook h2, queen takes f1, queen f1, rook e1. Takes, king g2, rook e2. King h1. Rook e2. Have you done this course before? Ah, I shouldn't be looking at the chat. I should not be looking at the chat until I've solved it. Rook e2. Yeah, rook e2 is very nice. Rook e2 is very nice. You've solved it before? I see. Okay. Maybe don't just like say all the answers right away. But fair enough. You see a nice deflection, yeah. It is nice. Oh no, what? Oh god, that was so bad. Yeah, rook h2 then happens again. That's what I get for not fully understanding before I play it. Check on the diagonal, yeah. Yeah, otherwise just rook h2 happens again. But then this way, they have to block with the queen, and then you get the mate. Okay. Queen h5. G6, no. About d5. No. I'm gonna make sure not to look at the chat this time. Knight f7, king f7, queen h5, g6, queen e5. Rook g8. Bishop g5. Bishop e7. Knight a4? Knight a4 looks interesting. Because the light squares are pretty weak. So knight a4, knight d5. No, it doesn't seem like it does a whole lot. Maybe a4, then a5. Let's go back to d5. d5, knight takes on d5. Aha, d5, knight takes on d5, then I have queen a4. Which looks very good. And d5, pawn takes, I have rook e1 at very least, and I have bishop takes b6 and discoveries, like knight c4. And if d5, bishop takes on d5, then I have bishop takes on d5, if queen takes on d5, b6 hangs. And if ed5, then I just play bishop b6, queen takes, queen e6, the rook hangs in the corner, and there's a mate on f7 threatened. So it's got to be d5, yeah? What do people think? On what other platforms am I streaming? I'm on Twitch as well. I think it's d5. Boom! d5. Yeah, buddy. g6, knight g6, then there was f takes. Yeah, I looked at that line as well. Yeah, there's queen h5, g6, knight g6, f takes g6, queen e5, and then there's rook g8. And I didn't see a follow-up. Oh, wait, you can play queen e6, is that what you're saying? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. Queen h5, g6, knight g6, takes queen e5. This line is winning, but black has something else. Black doesn't have to play g6 and instead plays queen c7, and black's okay. Yeah. But instead, this d5 line's quite nice. Because you're just blowing open the center, it's very thematic as well. Definitely very thematic. Because their king is still in the middle, we want to blow it up. Okay, bishop h6, king h6, and queen d2. King g7, queen g5, king h8, queen h6, king g8, and rook e5? I think that's just game over, surely. Yeah, I think black is totally dead. Knight can't move anywhere because queen h7 and then rook g5 is just mate. Seeing a lot of Alekines? Yeah, Alekine was like just smoking people back in the day. He was absolutely smoking. Yeah, it's got to be this. And then it's either queen d2 or queen e3. Both are the same, I think. Yeah. Boom. Okay. I mean, they just decide to... Oh, wait, we're down material. I didn't realize we were down material. Oops. Okay. Now do I play... queen d2? Maybe it's just knight e5? Knight e5 is the intuitive move. Yeah, I mean, knight e5 makes a lot of sense. Let's say knight e5, knight bd5. And queen f3. How do you stop queen g3? Okay, also there's queen d2. And they have to play... If queen d2, if they play king h8, I have bishop g7. And in the same line with king g7, queen g5, king h8, queen h6, rook e5. And if I go queen d2, if they don't move the knight away... Let's say I go queen d2, they go knight h7. Then I can play... Then I can play what? Knight h7. Yeah, knight h7 is pretty good. What about queen e3, knight h7, knight g5? Knight g5, h takes it. Or just bishop takes, king h8, queen h5, king g7, and then queen g5, king h8, queen h6, king g8, queen h7. I think queen 8, but queen e3 there's knight d5, so it's probably queen d2. Also allows rook e5. I like queen d2 a bit more. Incorrect. Okay, knight e5 was my first instinct, but... What's wrong with queen d2? What's wrong with queen d2? I guess you have to play knight e5 at some point anyway, so you might as well play it now. My line that I was looking at was knight h7, knight g5, and then all of these exchanges, right? But yeah, it's just not good. I mean, the main idea here is that then you can go for this, here, here. Knight blocks his mate, and then if here, then you have rook e5. This was the main idea. But I guess, yeah, knight e5 is a move that has to be played, and then you go for it. Fair enough. Okay. I want to play rook c3, pawn takes, knight takes, e4, rook e2, and rook takes one in f2. That's what I want. It looks pretty good. I get a lot of pawns, and his structure's terrible. But let's say they do play rook f2, queen f2, king h2, queen f4. Then if king g1, that's just a draw. I mean, rook c3 is definitely the theme. It's gotta be. At the very least, I am getting my 2 pawns immediately, so maybe it just ends there. But oh, maybe I go knight f2 instead. So it's rook. Rook c3, pawn takes, knight e4, rook e2, knight takes f2. And if he goes rook f1, I have knight h3. Yeah. So let's play rook c3. Okay. Looks like knight h3 seems pretty natural. Check. What's stream? We have got four viewers still. We do be struggling. Wait, Jet, are you watching on the Twitch? You one of my few Twitch viewers. Let me check. I don't get many on Twitch, so it's always nice to see a little bit of growth. Maybe they are my one Twitch viewer. Nice. Okay. You're still here? That's good to know. Check. Six takes, king e7. Rook e8. King d6. Doesn't go anywhere. I want to play the move that I wanted to play at first was knight h6 takes queen g8, sack the queen, and do something. You're still calculating? Yeah. You forgot the answer. No. The memory's failed. Trying to find some candidates. What about knight e3? It hits the queen. And knight e3 is actually pretty nasty, yeah. How does that look good? Knight h6 takes it. Rook d8, rook d8, rook d8. King e7, queen g8. I'm not even making oh, I am making a threat, I guess. Yeah, I guess I just assumed it didn't work, but maybe it does. Yeah, queen e8 can't be stopped. And there's no checks. Yeah, that's pretty nasty, actually. Knight h6, gh, rook g8, rook d8, rook d8, queen g8. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was like my intuition. I just didn't think about the follow-up enough. What? Yates started with knight h6, but this allowed queen c8. I didn't even consider that. About equals knight f7. That's crazy. Rook d8 takes now 7. Wowee. So rook d8 first, and then knight h6. So you play this rook d8, and then knight h6. Oh, that's very nice. A little bit of move order finesse there. Little bit of a finesse. Damn. Is this knight c5 and rook d6? Yeah, rook d8's more forcing, yeah. Knight c5. Rook d6. I don't see anything there. The queen is just trapped. Yeah, let's play it. Do I have a favorite chess book author? No. I don't read many chess books, to be honest. To be honest. Okay, is this what? Bishop c5, queen c5, rook e5, queen e5, knight c7. That's just mass liquidation. That doesn't seem particularly impressive. Is that b4? b4, exclam. Take the bishop, then b4. And then queen b6 is c5. And there's no square where they defend the knight, am I right? Aha. Pratyush Raj agrees. I might just call you Mr. Swain. I'm not very good at pronouncing your first name, I don't think. Yeah, I agree. b4 looks great. Queen e4. Aye! Queen e4. Get him out of here. Forking the pieces. Queen e4. LPDO. Swain? Yeah, I'll just call you Swain. I mean, I pronounce your name Pratyush Raj, right? I think. I don't know if that's right. You can let me know if the pronunciation's off. Yeah, queen e4. Oh, baby. Dirty, dirty. Bomba. Okay. Rook f2, queen g4. That's okay, yeah. Cool. Knight f4. King h7, queen a4. Wowee. What is going on? What is going on? Rook f2, queen takes. Knight f4. And then if king g6, if king g8, then queen b5. And if king g8, then queen a6. Then no, I think I messed that up. Rook f2, queen b5. No, sorry. Rook f2, rook f2, queen f2, knight f4. King g8, queen b5. Oh no, king b8, king b8. I just have knight h6, knight a6. So rook f2, queen f2, knight f4. He has to go king b6, which then I can play queen f2, king f2, knight e6, king d7, knight takes d8, king takes d8, and I'm up a pawn in the ending. So I just mass exchange, play knight f4, trade the queen, and then play king e6, knight e6. What do you think, guys? My line is here, 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 king takes, knight e6. And king and pawn ending is pawn up. What's the opinion on this? Looks pretty good. Nice. Wait a minute. The puzzle's already gone, mate. It's all forced, yeah. Just asking. After king b6, can we play queen a4? I don't think so. I don't see the follow-up. It's not forcing enough. Okay, this looks like a knight takes on d4. Defends e6. And if rook takes, then bishop takes. So rook takes f8, bishop takes f8. And then pawn takes d4. Queen d4, queen f2. Then I have bishop c5. Is this position? This is position, yes. It is a position. I think I like knight takes d4 as well, yeah. I'm just looking at knight takes d4, rook f8, and this line here. But luckily we can just take it and then play bishop c5. The intuition is saying knight d4, yeah. I like it too. It's hard not to play. I mean, the only other moves you can look at is this, but like it doesn't really do anything. Doesn't really do anything. Okay, this looks like it's rook c8. Rook c8. Attacks the queen, they take my queen, I take their rook, and then take back. I like these ones. LPDO. And we can't do this because then they have queen c7. So it's this one because it don't no way to defend the rook. And if you go here, oh wait, you could go here. If here, okay, fair enough. Hold on. Maybe we got to think a bit more. Yeah, I see rook c8 and queen d6, yeah. What about e5? Yeah, I like e5. I'm looking at that as well. Because e5 takes away d6 and then rook c8's a threat. And you do open the bishop, but keep in mind that rook c6 doesn't work because they trade queens first. So e5. So e5 takes. Then we go rook c8, queen d6, rook takes rook, and then queen e5. And this ending looks very, very good for us because we end up with a fork on these two pawns. Only way to defend it is queen b6 and then h5. And you're kind of just like, yeah, you're just tearing them apart. Right? I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go e5. Okay, so then they go for this, but now we have rook c8. Fantastic. That was a classy tactic. That was a classy tactic, guys. Because we had the unpleasant endgame. I think it was the ending that was the threat, yeah. e5, f takes, rook c8, and then queen d6. Oh, then rook c6. Oops. I didn't see that, to be honest. I was just looking at this endgame. Here, and h5. This was my calculation. Whoopsie. Wait, why is it saying rook c8 immediately is good? Here, queen d6. Oh, you can invert it. That's filthy. You can invert the idea. Wow. e5 takes and then rook c8. After queen d6, yeah, rook c6, yeah. Wow. I'm probably gonna do a few more and then end the stream, by the way, guys. Just a few more. I'll go up to 420. I'll go up to 420. How many of these have we done today? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what puzzle we started on? Because that'd be interesting to know. Okay, rook e6. You don't know? You joined late? Okay. Okay, what about bishop takes d6 and then bishop takes f5? Oh, I think that just wins, yeah? It started on 385. Alright, that's decent progress. That's decent progress. So I've averaged like 2 minutes a puzzle, I guess. That's not bad. Okay, it looks like it's this, here. Or not. So I was going to say then bishop c5, but there is none. Hold on, is there like here, here, here? Hold on. Here, here, here. Here, knight here. No. What about this immediately? Oh, what about knight g4 immediately? What about here, here, then knight g4? Oh, that is gross. But it doesn't work because there's queen h6. If f g4, then I go here. Oh wait, no, there's knight h6, so there's no defense. So you sack the rook and then go knight g4. Oh, I missed that. Hold on, what's the material count? Material count is I win. Bishop f3, gf takes, rook g1, queen f2. I mean, I don't understand. This seems ridiculously easy, but maybe I'm just wrong. Okay, what about here, here, and then okay, interesting, yeah, and then bishop, yeah, something like this. And if they go, yeah, then I can't change it. What? Just take the rook? That was what I thought, but maybe there's something more. Okay, that was a strangely easy puzzle. Knight f3. Do I not just play knight f3? Maybe that queen's trapped, actually. After knight g4. You have to go queen e2. It's such a mess. What is this? Knight g4, queen e5, knight takes f5, takes c5, queen a4, and then rook e8. That's just got to be cooking, yeah? No, rook g2. Maybe then bishop f3. Then rook e1. Oh, man. Why so complication? What about knight g4, queen e5, bishop f2? And then queen a4. What about knight g4, queen e5, knight f5, pawn takes, and then bishop f2? And then after queen a4, bishop e3. Then bishop e3, queen e3, king c2. And then queen... Oh, then queen f2. And if the king goes to the back rank, I play take the rook. And if the king goes to b3, I take the bishop on d5. Are we cooking here? Are we cooking here? What do you think, guys? What's the opinion? Here, 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 takes here, here, check. Bishop takes, queen takes, king c2, queen check, king goes back, take the rook, king goes up, take the bishop. Is this a cook? Is this a cook, you guys? And if knight g4, queen e2, then I forgot what I was even doing. Knight g4, queen e2. There's nothing there. There's no nothing, guys. No. What's wrong with knight f3? We're already down, we're down in exchange. Oh, no, we're not. I actually don't know. I kind of just discarded it. Well, are you thinking like... No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, one knight. Yeah. You're playing one knight f5 to get out of the skewers and then win the bishop. I mean, this isn't super impressive though, is it? What is the material count after that? It's 2 minus for a rook. I mean, it is 2 minus for a rook, you're right. That's not bad. And then if queen e2, we have bishop f3 or something, yeah? Yeah, it looks pretty good, actually. I think you guys are right. Okay, it's that simple. Okay. Only 2 more now, then I'll finish up. Knight g6 here, and then check. No smothered, mate. It was just a pawn game, yeah. Just one free pawn. Well, none of the other stuff worked. That's the problem. Check. Double check. Where's my smothered mate? My smothered mate doesn't exist. So sad. Hold on. Is there here, back, here? Knight takes, check, here. I can't get to f7, which is where I need to be. Because if I go here, then he just goes g6, and then I'm sad. Maybe I just play check here, improve my knight, to the center. And then I go knight f7. And then I win a pawn. The h6 pawn. Or I win the rook. Because I go knight f7 here, knight d6. King f8, queen f7, king h8, win the rook. Or, you can get an extra pawn, I guess, but fine. You get one more pawn for your troubles, yeah? Oh, now it's the smother. There was a smothered mate, guys. There was a smothered mate. No. Not just the exchange, but the smothered mate. Ah, of course. That's so annoying. It's so sad. Okay, what is f5? It's always smothered mate. It's always smothered mate. If f5 takes it, then I just take it and take the bishop because it's loosey-goosey. If I go f5 and they don't take it, then it's trapped. So I'm just eating it. So I don't really know what this is. Let's go! 420 puzzles, guys. I think I'm gonna call it this one here. Good little puzzle session. Almost through intermediate exercises 1. And then we just have to work through intermediate exercises 2. And then intermediate exercises 3. And then advanced exercises, which are apparently really hard. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the stream up here, guys. Thanks for everyone who came along. And I'll see you later. Bye.